Aries, a little disclaimer before this video begins. A lot of chaos happens. But what's interesting is I was sitting down to actually get some personal readings done, and I felt very strongly to do Aries. And if I hadn't, everything that ensues towards the end of this video would not have happened. And I have to leave it all in because I feel like it's part of the reading. But yeah, you're going to see. It got chaotic. Aries, hello. This is Fawn and Fire Intuitive, and I'm doing your July 1st through 15th general and love reading. Aries, from the bottom of my heart, I just need to say thank you so much for your support on my last video. It got like 30,000 views. What? And I really appreciate all the likes, shares, subscribes. You guys have been awesome. I know I say it every time, but I'm always just blown away. I'm like, man, I love me some Aries. All right, so let's see what's happening in July, because I know June had a lot of energy building up. And I know most of us, most signs went through kind of a difficult time for the full moon, which is ending soon. And it'll probably be over by the time you watch this. But it was like all these energies were culminating, and then the full moon kind of stripped some things away. But a lot of those things are coming back in July. It was just helping us get perspective about what's important. So what's happening for Aries? What's the energy surrounding Aries in July? Nice. Whoa, Aries. Nice. Okay, we've got your second chakra, your sacral chakra. It's open. So there's more awareness of your passions, of your own strength, of your own worth, of your own giftings. And then we have the angel of strength. So you're going to be walking in that strength in July. There are certain things that you are passionate about that it's like now not only do you have the strength, but you have like the freedom to go after it. I'm going to look into this more. What's interesting, I really feel like you, with this yellow here representing the sun, like a light's kind of been shined on what's important to you. And with the green in this one and more yellow, sacral chakra, but your heart chakra as well. It's like you're engaging your heart in your passion right now, which is great because that's what manifests when we, believe in ourselves and we allow like the emotion of our desires. When we feel that, but we have like the confidence to know that it's ours, that it's here, that the time is now, things start to speed up quickly, in our lives. One more. I had like my whole setup done where I could have like the camera farther away and you could see the table, but then all you can hear is the air conditioner. So I got to find the right mic. That probably is not earbuds. I'm very well aware, but whatever. I don't want to delay the readings. All right, what's going on with Aries? 3 cards for life, 3 cards for love. Looking good so far, Aries. Okay, Aries. So it looks like you're coming out of kind of a sneaky, deceptive energy. You also have a tower underneath that, okay? So something could have blown up recently. There could have been a shakeup where something you thought was real and true, even in your own beliefs, something that you thought brought you strength, something you thought you were passionate about, you had to kind of get real about how you were deceiving yourself in a situation. And it's also very likely that something has been revealed in your life as counterfeit. That doesn't mean it's always to stay counterfeit. A lot of times these shakeups come, things come to the surface, we're exposed, or people around us are exposed because healing and growth is supposed to happen. But especially in your general reading, what I feel like is you're in this place where you're not going to keep deceiving yourself about your own strength and your own worth. You're not going to keep settling for less than you deserve, because then we have the Knight of Cups. Like you've been riding the waves of the changes of energy. You've been learning things, growing, like I mentioned before, opening your heart chakra, connecting your passions and your emotion. And now you're like ready, like to go after something. And with the Knight of Cups being, he's surfing in a Speedo. Yeah. With him representing you right now, it's like you know that you can handle the waves, you can handle the ebb and flow, you can handle when things pull away and when the surf comes in and you have abundance. You know what you love and you're passionate about, and you're going to go after it regardless of what the water looks like, because you know you can handle it. And because you're moving into this energy, you're leaving behind the Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, feeling like you're going to have lack. That's passing. Like the more you own your own emotional state, the more you are chasing after what you love and your passions and what you know to be true. It's like, even if somebody else is trying to influence you in a negative way, even if it's somebody's trying to steal or be sneaky, it's like you're rising above. You're not going to feel left out in the cold anymore, because you already know your own value. You're adding value to your own life, which is amazing, because it means you're letting go of certain attachments. We have the Devil here in reverse. You're letting go of certain attachments that were not serving you. And I really feel like, Aries, and I have chills even as I'm about to say this, it's like you're starting to see it's not about the material things. It's not about the outside things. We have the Four of Swords here. It's like you've been looking back at your past and you've had this aha moment. Like, if I made it through all that, I can make it through whatever else is coming. And looking back at your past, you're like, okay, I've defended myself. I've had a lot, I've had a little at times. I'm still me, regardless of the circumstance. So whatever has been kind of tearing down the ego, tearing down the things that you stood on, it has been for such a good purpose, because now you're moving forward in confidence and emotional security, knowing that, okay, whatever it is, throw it at me. I got this, because I'm strong, I'm good enough, and gosh darn it, people like me. No, I don't know, what quote is that from? No, you're strong enough, you're good enough, you can handle it, and you deserve good things. So that's amazing, Aries. It makes me really excited. All right, tell me a little bit more about the relationship, because it looks like for a lot of you in relationships, maybe you were relying on somebody, or even just the concept of relationships, to feel strong. Like you wanted a connection. You've been, like, a desire of your heart's really been to, like, build something with someone. And unfortunately, there was a collapse. But like I said, the same way in your life, you've been looking back. The same thing's happening in your love life. The problem is you're guarding your heart a little bit, because you don't want more attachment. I think you know how easily you get attached and obsessed with somebody. And it's like you don't want that toxic energy anymore. Tell me about Aries and the other person. Yeah, some of you were building something that you thought was so stable, but then we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. So it's just like it crumbled. And sometimes I think you wonder too, like you're looking at it, you're like, okay, well, it was close, you know, can we ever get there? Then we have the 7 of Cups in reverse. So there's a lot unknown. And you're probably going back and forth in your mind like, okay, I know who I am. I know I'm the Knight of Cups. I know I don't deserve to be. I know what I deserve now. I'm not deceiving myself about it. But you kind of go back and forth like, oh, is this connection real? Is it not? Will I ever find love? Will I not? Am I going to be single forever? Will this relationship, will we ever be able to get it to the 10 of Cups? For those of you in a committed relationship, it's like, gosh, on the outside it looks good, but there's a lot of scaffolding holding it up, a lot of, you know, 3D scaffolding. Could be the house, the car, the appearances, but something's not satisfying. And that's why we have the 4 of Swords, like going within, finding your own satisfaction, because then we have 2 9s. A cycle is ending, and I just saw 11:11 on the clock. So 11:11, pay attention is what that means. You know, there's something you've been fighting for a long time, meaning you've desired it. There's a desire of your heart you've been fighting for, and you're tired. The reason you're tired is because you've put that desire up on a pedestal, okay? You've put it above you as though it's out of reach, okay? And so you can actually never get to it when you feel like it's out of reach. You only get like a taste of it, but it always kind of feels under attack because you're not secure in it, okay? And it can become very addicting with the 9 of Cups here. And it came out in the upright and then it fell to the reverse, okay? So there is the potential of wishes coming true, feeling safe. But if you notice, in order for wishes to come true, she's her own security blanket. She feels safe on her own, okay? She recognizes her worth and doesn't put relationships or people on a pedestal. Sorry, Aries. What's interesting is I just got interrupted. And that's what a tower is. It's an interruption. It's like a shakeup that causes an interruption and a pause to think. And funny enough, it was my son who is on the cusp of Aries Taurus. So, you know, he tends to, he's definitely got the creative fire of an Aries, but he has got a whole lot of Taurus in him. He's very stable, very reliable. Okay, so I can't help but, I'm going to keep going because interruption during a tarot reading, it seems to have a reason. He's going to the gas station. He asked me if I want anything. I said I wanted sun chips. Okay, so you're moving into something more stable. Things fall down so that you can move into something more stable. You might have a few false starts, but you're moving into something more stable, and the sun is getting ready to, it's shined. It's like, allow the tower moment to shine into your life, like what it is you're passionate about, what it is you love, what it is you desire, Aries. Because the universe has heard you, okay? You're drawing in what you truly want. Let me see if this will stay so I can finish. Stay. Okay. Please stay. It's not going to stay. Urgh. You're going to have a few false starts. Dang it. You guys had a big tower. There's so many interruptions. It's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. You either allow the tower to be a burden and close down your heart and guard yourself. Something about this situation, there is a pause for a reason. The wheel is not turning. You're here until you figure out the lesson. You'll just keep repeating it. Like, we have like all the potential here to be at the end of a cycle. But did you see how difficult it was for me to restart? Like, everything kept falling, everything kept falling, everything kept falling. And I'm kind of embarrassed that I'm going to have to leave this in now because it totally happened for a reason. But pause and reflect. Don't pause and like, okay, I'm going to figure, I got this. Pause and reflect, okay? Because there's something about the burden you're carrying from the past, the like emotional unavailability, guardedness of maybe people you're drawn to or the person you're drawn to or how you're trying to protect yourself. That's causing a big pause. Anything else for Aries? Two of Hazards, just out of balance. And we have that devil energy here, and this zombie is chained to its owner. Whatever you are chained to right now, it's keeping you out of balance. All right, so connect to your heart chakra, your sacral chakra. Connect to your own strength, because that is the key for you to not only be able to walk through anything, ride the waves, but it's also the wings that help you ascend past this circumstance into the next cycle, into like getting ultimately what you want. All right, Aries. That was funny, and I can't believe I have to keep it in, but I really hope it spoke to you. If it did, please comment below, and you can always message me for a personal and private reading in the box below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, Aries.